I'm going to meet Eva Langret, the head of exhibitions at the Tiwani Contemporary Gallery in Fitzrovia. Eva is known for her vibrant exhibitions showing the work of African artists, and she's going to spill her secrets on how to curate a successful exhibition.
So there's no rule in terms of how we put an exhibition together. Sometimes the artist already has a strong idea of what they want to do, but it's always in response to a space. So no matter how much you plan, there's always an element of the exhibition that is only going to happen when the artworks and the space come together. You need to surround yourself with people who know what they're doing, and there's lots of fabricators that are involved and people building things, people changing the space for you, framing, insurance, shipping, there's lots of things involved. Sometimes that gets in the way, actually, of creativity. There's a part of my job that's about bringing the two together, so encouraging the artist to be creative and come up with big ideas, and then at the same time trying to find a way to realize that within those logistical constraints. It is important to think of an exhibition in a broader sense. That's actually quite an important part of curating. It's creating those links between the work that an artist is doing now and the work that other artists might be doing at the same time. But it's also about creating a wider context where the work can be seen in relation to philosophy, in relation to a broader historical or social or perhaps a political context, and at the same time making sure that the project as a personal output is something that is close to whatever the artist had in mind. There's been a lot of interest in contemporary art from Africa lately, but I think for us at the gallery, where we try to focus our energy is on really bringing individual practices to the fore and looking at the specificity of the artists that we're working with. And so I think it's important for the artist to retain that freedom besides the label of contemporary African art. So this is the work of Pamela Fatsimo Sandstrom, who is a young artist who was born in Botswana and now lives in South Africa. She's particularly interested in ideas around cosmology and around theories on the nature of the universe. Her practice is quite polyform, and that's something that I find interesting, but also thinking about the laws that govern the universe and trying to turn that into an artistic practice is something that I found interesting about her work. Every artist brings their own interest to the table, and every time it's completely different. We go from astronomy and cosmogony with Pamela to migration within Africa for David Petros, to what it means to be a woman and one's personal experience as a wife with Virginia Shihota. And so working with an artist on that is something that's completely unique, and it's so inspiring.